Good evening, everybody. I hope you guys had a pretty good Christmas yesterday. I really hope that you spent it with your family, friends, and surrounded yourself with people who love you. I always wish that for anyone, and hope you got everything that your heart desires and that your heart needs. This live is sort of special. Normally, with my lives, I normally come on here and tell you ways on how to overcome things that you can't control or overcome some things that you find hard to hurdle over. But tonight, I found myself coming to you with this. As my title states, Beyond Frustrated When You Feel Like Giving Up. For the last, I'd say about a week or so, I've been very ill. Um, my body has been a lot weaker than usual, and I haven't really been having the biggest appetite in the world, and um, just a lot of things that's been going on when it comes to this disease, and certain diseases that I do have. And I just felt like because I don't really have a lot of people that I can confide in and um, lean on, I just decided to use my YouTube channel to do it. And it's really up to you if you want to continue listening to this or just simply turn the channel. At any rate, I'm going to continue to talk and you know, use this channel for whatever I feel is necessary. And hopefully, what I say helps a lot of people. But with this one, this is some more personal for me. As I stated, I don't have a lot of people who I can basically talk to in regards to how I feel. The only thing I do is I come on here and I just tell people how I feel about, what happens to me on a everyday basis sometimes if I am physically capable of doing so. So I'm going to start off by saying this. When I was a little girl, I always felt that I was different than everybody else. Never thought that I was just, just like everybody else or just like any other kid in my class. I always thought that I stood out more or stood out differently than everybody else. And because of that, a lot of people did not like me very much. And I was bullied and picked on. And a lot of people just didn't like me very much because I didn't conform to their idea on how a child should be. I've always been a giving child. I didn't believe in seeing another child sad or seeing them without. So a lot of times I would give them things that I had without any tie or any strings. I just give it to them. And because of that, a lot of people thought I was strange or weird or anything like that. And didn't really understand it at the time. I just continued to be who I am. I didn't really care about what the other kids or even adults were saying about me. And, the sad part about it is that oftentimes it be people that I love be the cruelest critics of how I am and how I'm supposed to be. And I say that to say this. Even now, as an adult, dealing with these illnesses and things like that, I still feel that people just dislike me for whatever crazy reason. I'm not understanding, what I say or what I do or how I look, or maybe it's, something like that. And I'm just kind of baffled when it comes to it. I've never been a common person. I've always been kind of weird, and no one can ever understand where I come from. Sometimes they say, "Oh, girl, you kind of off, right?" I say, "Yeah." I mean, what else can I tell you? I'm not, like everybody else. I don't think like you. I don't dress like you. I don't talk like you. I don't look like you. And I think I'm pretty happy being who I am. For the past week or so, this these diseases have really taken its toll on me. They are trying their very best to break me down and weaken me to the point where mentally I cannot think very well. And it's becoming frustrating as I try to rest. And where I stay with family. I stay with my mom and my sister. And a lot of times, my baby sister gets to the point to where she will not let me rest. Mind you, I'm 43, she's 28, and she has no children. And when I rest, and anyone out there that's battling an autoimmune disease or any type of disability, when our body tends to shut down or deplete of energy, we need every bit of sleep we could possibly get. And a lot of times when we tell people this, they, for some reason, don't understand what I'm talking about. Like, um, I'm full of crap or whatever they want to think. Why does she need this much rest? There's nothing wrong with her. And that part pisses me off because no one can understand what I battle every single day and really what I'm battling now. I've It's been a rough road for me, and I don't think people really get the gist of it. And I'm tired of explaining it. I'm tired of going over the information. I'm tired of answering, questions about what happened on a doctor's note, things like that. I'm just tired of doing that. And what is it? It's really depressing, to be honest with you. And a lot of times I just want to, throw my hands up and say, screw it, fuck it. What's the point? And when I hear this familiar sound in my ear saying, well, no, we'll miss you, but do you really, or would you really miss me if anything was to happen to me? I think people just, I just think I, I'm basically what I'm doing, guys, is I'm trying to figure out what my purpose is. And it's very hard to do when you go from being an able-bodied woman who works hard and takes care of her children to this, a chronically terminally ill woman who can no longer walk on her own, and it happened within a year's time. You don't know what is in your future. You can't really plan it anymore because these illnesses that you're fighting are unpredictable. You don't know what will happen. You have no idea where you're going. You don't know. And I've never been really good with the I don't knows. Those never sit well with me. I always want to know what's going on, what will happen, Basically, I was kind of a planner. I knew what I was doing the next thing, what was on the list, because I had no reason to doubt that I would not finish it, But now it's like if I say, well, tomorrow I'm going to do blah, 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 but then my body's like, no, you're not. You're going to lay in the bed and you're going to be in pain and you're going to have a fever, and you're going to feel weak and you're going to go through all this. And you don't want to go to the hospital because they're not going to do anything and they're going to look at you like you're nuts, or they're going to refer you to your nearest primary care physician. This is beyond frustrating for me. I am not going to deal with this next year. And next year is right around the corner. I try my best to keep my composure. I try my best not to get angry with people. But it's seemingly more and more people are testing my patience and they're thinking that they can continue to be an asshole while I just roll over on it. And that's just not the case here. And I'm tired of people just, it's like, anytime this happens, guys, I just go back to what my grandmother said. When I was a young lady, I think in my 20s, like my early to mid 20s, she advised me of something, and I still to this day try to hold fast to that. And she says, sweetie, reason why people just is a little standoffish with you is because you have this light about you. It's this something that they do not possess, and they don't like the fact that you have it and they don't. You don't even have to speak. You can be in a public forum, you can be in a store, you can be anywhere. You can even take a picture and they'll be like, oh gosh, I don't like her. Never met you, don't know your name, just all of a sudden have disdain for you because it's something radiating from you that they can never possess. And she said that, and I'm like, makes no sense, Grandma. I don't understand what you're talking about. Basically, what they don't like me because of what? She said because they feel your heart. You, you have a very, very high spirit. You're high spirited, and um, you just come off as a great person. And a lot of people see that, and they just don't want to deal with it. I'm like, that is so crazy. She said, let me tell you something. It may not make sense to you right now because you're not feeling the brunt of it, but let me tell you something. It's going to take something pretty tragic to happen for you to see exactly what I'm talking about. And at that time, guys, I didn't really understand it. I didn't get it, didn't understand it, don't know what's going on. When I got sick, guys, I saw exactly what she's talking about. Guys, let me tell you something. You may be right now saying, oh, it's because maybe you're a bitch, maybe you're mean, maybe you're this, and maybe you're that. No, mm-mm, no, I'm as nice as they come. Just like anybody else, if someone provokes you or continually disrespects you or makes you feel some type of way, of course you're going to say something. You're going to lash out. That's me, it's anyone. But because of what I project, they see it as a sign of weakness and they just basically don't like it. And a lot of people do not, they fear what they don't understand, and they damn sure ignore what they do not have, and they have disdain for something that they cannot possess, no matter how many therapy sessions they go to or what experiences they have. They will never understand it. It's not my fault, people. Example, I can go on social media and I have this project I'm working on for people with this autoimmune diseases. I'm trying to bridge the gap between all of the autoimmune diseases and some, instead of just focusing on one particular one, I want to bring all the sufferers together. Because guess what? Even though we have a different name to what autoimmune disease we have something in common. We were attacked by this disease with no warning, no instructions, no nothing. And we suffer the same way. It may be some symptoms we may not have that's in common, and there may be some symptoms we have that is. And I wanted to bring all of us together to have this conversation because, believe it or not, we're suffering with the very same issue. And the more I promote it, the less people care. Um, there's a YouTuber I listen to, and and there's his followers, and when I type something in there, they just ignore it. And it's like, okay, what did I do to you? I was really thinking about going to see him when he comes to Miami, but now I'm having second thoughts about it. And the reason why I say that, because it feels like I'm beating a dead horse. I mean, I'm not the type of person who will pay attention to. For one, I'm not a skinny girl. Not a fat girl, but I'm not a skinny girl. To him, if you're thick, you're fat. Number two, I'm disabled. So really, it's really nothing he can say to me. And kind of sucks because he's a good person from what I see. But then again, I think, guys, for 2019, I guess even starting from now till then, I'm going to be very, very distant with people. I think that's the best thing for me. Because the more and more I interact with people, the more and more I see what my grandmother was trying to tell me those many years ago. I'm just tired, people. Just have no reason to continue to fight and fight with people anymore. I mean, I'm going to do what I love to do, which is talk and educate people and continue to speak. I want to continue to push the issue of unification with autoimmune diseases, to do my best to try and help everybody I can that's suffering with it. I'm going to continue to comment on people that I see say that they're giving up, and I'm telling them, please don't do that. You're a star. Even though people don't like when I say that, I'm going to continue to do it. And I hopefully wouldn't take my death to, make people come around and say, "Oh my gosh, I'm just listening to all of her videos and all of her lives, and she was a great person. Why didn't we pay attention to her before?" Well, it's because you had a different set of blinders on, and it's not my job to open them. It's yours. I mean, I think we get a bad deal when it comes to disability people and how they speak to us and how they treat us. I think we get a bad rap, especially if we have an autoimmune disease that is unseen. I think we get a bad rap from people who are able bodied, and it frustrates us even more to where we just be shouting. Sometimes we just want to throw our hands up and just give up. Well, I was one of those people. And a lot of times I struggle with it. But I keep in my head and in my heart that I can overcome this and anything else that comes my way. Just, I don't know, guys. Even the toughest person goes through some type of depression of some sort. I am very depressed um, because it really hits you hard. You know, it's not even the people, it's not what they say to me. It hits me hard because I'm still coping with the fact that I am sick. It's not like we can turn that off and on. It's not that simple. We can't just be content with it because it's something that was unexpected and it sucks. So, people, you can't expect us to just be like, get over it or it happened. Oh, well, it's not that simple. We can't just, oh, well, something like that. We can't, oh, well, lupus. We can't, oh, well, MS. We can't, oh, well, scleroderma. We can't, oh, well, rheumatoid arthritis. We just can't. We can't just simply let it go like it doesn't exist. Because I'm telling you something, guys, it does. It exists. We go through it every day. Our body will not let us forget it. It will not let us let it down. It won't. We can be great one moment and the next moment we're stuck in bed. We can't just let it go. We can't just, oh gosh, yes, if it was me, well, I'm sorry. It's not you, it's us. We're the ones dealing with it. We're the ones suffering with it. And sometimes, yes, we want to give up. And when we tell you guys this and we tell our families, we tell our friends, we tell our significant others that, hey, sometimes, babe, I just want to let it go. And they're like, why are you thinking like that? Dude, you're, suffering that hard. You too, if you comment if you're not going through it, if you're not dealing with it, if you're not the ones fighting these doctors, taking these medications that you don't like, having your body control you, it's very hard to try to balance all of that. It still be like, it's just this, it's just that. But we can't say that. The only thing we can do is be strong and push forward. We can't simply forget that it's there because again, our body will not allow us to do that. I'm getting to the point where no matter what you, anybody has to say about me or what my mission is, I could care less if you never watch this video. I could care less if you don't, join my movement. Gives a shit. I could care less anymore. I used to sit there and I'm like, okay, I only got one person watch it. Well, that's fine. At least one person watched it. But you can get people on here on YouTube. That's the stupidest, most vulgar things online with no purpose. And they can get all these people to say, oh, yeah, I like this. But when someone come on here with any meaning or any type of message, they either want to shoot it down or they simply ignore it. And I think that in itself is sad when it comes to this social media and America in general. I think that social media is ruining our lives. I really think that a lot of people get on here and share their stories and their experiences to people. And you know what? It drives a lot of people insane if they don't get a certain amount of likes or viewers. And I say that to say this. When you got people that's disabled, you got people like me who's fighting these diseases and fighting for her life. And she comes on here, she says things, and she's trying to do things, and you get no love when it comes to it. It makes you feel like, what's the point? What's the freaking point? But then again, I'm not gonna let you or any jackass tell me that I can't do what's in my heart to do. Hence the title. I'm frustrated. I feel like giving up sometimes, but I'm going to get over it. I'm going to overcome all that shit. I'm going to not worry about what people say about me. But then again, it's very hard, like I said. When you're dealing with sicknesses and you're dealing with disabilities, it's very hard for us to just let it go. We're tired of hearing people say that. We can't just let lupus go. Can't let MS go. We can't let scleroderma go. We can't let rheumatoid arthritis go. We can't let polymyositis go. We're tired of you telling us that. We can't let it fucking go. We just can't do that. It's not that simple. We can't be content with it because it's something that controls our bodies. Oh, it's just this, then you just got that and let it go. No, we can't do that crap. Why don't you let it go? It's something that we can't do. We have opposition on each side. We have opposition from doctors. We have opposition from family. We have opposition from friends. We have opposition from the community. We have opposition from every corner we turn because we look fine. We dress fine. We look like there's nothing wrong. But let me tell you something. There is. How would you able-bodied people feel? One day you're working, or you're at the gym, you're running, or you're doing something. Next thing you know, your body just shuts the hell down. And you wonder what the fuck? And you're just sitting there like, what the hell? You go to the doctor and you're told that you have a disease that with no cure and it can possibly kill you. Or a lot of diseases we have will kill us. And you know what the scarier part about that is, guys? It's that we don't know. We can't plan tomorrow. We can't plan anything. We can't even plan dinner because we don't know if our body will let us eat. We can't plan an outing because we don't know if our body will let us do it. We can't even have a good time. If we laugh too much, our body will tell us to stop. So it's easy for able bodied people to say, it's just this, it's just that. Get some rest. But let me tell you something. We try. Sometimes our body is fatigued, not tired. It's a difference between a body that's fatigued than a body that's tired. We get fatigued, meaning our body is tired, but we can't sleep. Like we could be fatigued and we lay there, we'll shut our eyes for maybe 5 minutes. And the next thing you know, we're up because our body won't. And then we sit up and we're like lay down, but then we lay down, it's like get up. You guys don't understand. Number one, we do want to give up sometimes. When you're disabled, when you're fighting diseases with no cure and no amount of medicine can make you feel better, honestly, I don't think half of us know what feel better means anymore. I don't think we know what that means or what it feels like to feel better. And when people tell us, oh, we'll help you feel better, dude, it's never going to happen. We may have a good day versus a bad day. But even on a good day, we have some type of fatigue, some type of pain, some type of headache. Sometimes our eyes are out of whack. Sometimes our hearing is thrown off. Sometimes it's something with our digestive tract, or our heart is messed up, or something terrible happens to where we're like, dude, seriously? It's not that fucking simple for us to just pack up things and just deal with what it is. It's not like we have a cold, for God's sake. We have something that won't go away. We have something that we take so many medications for with no resolve. You really think we like popping pills and going to different specialists and having them tell us your heart is this, your lungs is that, your kidneys is that? Of course, we want to give up, especially around the holidays. That's normal. We're human. We're not animals. We're not mutants. We're not machines. You can't just press a button and we should be okay because you say so. But you know what? We're strong though. It's Guys, let me tell you something. It's perfectly fine to be depressed about this. It's perfectly fine to feel like, what the fuck am I still doing here? It's fine because that's just a normal process. But do you see us going through what we say we're going to do? Do you see us moping around? No, we're too busy making us look like we're well. We're too busy fighting this thing. But you can't expect us able bodied buttholes. You can't expect us to be like, okay, dude, just You shouldn't feel depressed. You shouldn't feel sad. You shouldn't feel hopeless. You're an asshole. What the hell do you mean? If you got a disease that attacked you for no reason at all, wouldn't you feel some type of way? That doesn't mean we're weak. When an able-bodied person go through depression from a breakup or losing their job, we don't go around saying you shouldn't be depressed. You have every right to have an emotion. But when it comes to us guys, do we or do we not hear this? You shouldn't stress yourself because it makes you sicker. You shouldn't be depressed because you'll end up in the hospital. Let me tell you something. That's very hard for us. It's easier said than goddamn done. It's easier said than done because we're human first. We have feelings. Yes, we're fighting. Yes, we're doing this. Isn't that not enough for you jerks? Is that not enough that we have to deal with this shit? It's not enough, right? You just got to poke and prod. Let me tell you guys something. This is why I'm frustrated. This is why sometimes, not gonna say because trust me, guys, I'm not gonna do nothing stupid. I ain't that dumb. But what I'm saying is sometimes going through things like what we go through, it puts us through some kind of weird spiral. It's like jumping in a deep hole, but not really in the hole all the way. We leave room enough for us to pull ourselves out of it. We just get it for a second, and then once we feel like it's stupid, we'll climb out of that damn hole. We're not gonna stay stuck on stupid and stay in the hole. We just get in there eventually, or get in there sometimes because it's a human emotion. But I tell you this, we're fighting, we're fighters, we're not going to give up because we are hoping for cures. We are. We're not just going to sit back and take it. No, but we do what our bodies allow us to do. And a lot of times when you see us walking or you see us up, or we may have hobbies that we do, doesn't mean we're well. It just means that we're fighting. When you see us, 1 minute we're laying down, 1 minute we just from laying down, and we tell you what, we're sick, we don't feel good. But the next thing you know, we're up, sitting up, like laughing at a video, or we're watching our favorite movie, or we're going through something like that. And you say, well, I thought you were sick. We are. What we're doing is we're trying to fight the bullshit that's going on in our bodies. We're trying to fight that fucking demon that's trying to tell us to keep laying down. We're fighting that fucking ass that continues to say, oh, you're in pain, sit your ass down. No, we're going to go through that pain. We're going to play through that pain. We're going to watch videos through that pain. We're going to draw through that pain. We're going to laugh through that pain. We're going to smile through that pain. That's what we're going to do. And guys, please forgive me if you're just joining in. I'm really sick. I've been really sick for the last week. So it's like, I had to do this, guys, because I don't want you guys to feel like you should be ashamed that you're depressed, or you should be ashamed that you cry. It's perfectly fine. Cry, God damn it. Don't let anybody tell you something wrong with freaking crying. Cry. Let it fucking out. Because you know what? We have every right in the world to be pissed. We have every right in the world to be sad. We have every right in the world to be depressed every now and again. We have every right to be anxious. We have every right in the world. And you want to know why? Because we're fighting something that's fighting us, and there's no way in hell that we can fight ourselves, fight our muscles, because you know what? It drives our body to be able to move, to be able to breathe, to be able to use the bathroom correctly. We're fighting every fucking thing that's in our body that's keeping us alive. We're fighting the things that's killing those things off. And I think the problem with America, the problem with people in general, is they laugh at our pain. They think little of it. They think that the little rest we do get is unimportant. Like I said, my little sister don't understand that fucking concept. Anytime I get a little sleep, guys, you know it. You could be tired as fuck. You in your bed, man. You found that spot. I mean, you get comfortable. You good. You know, you hurting, but it's not as bad because you found that spot. You go to wiggling in your bed, you found that spot, man. You about to go to sleep, bro. That pillow is perfect. You don't have to fluff it, dog. You just, oh yeah. And you close your eyes and you said, finally, damn it, I'm gonna get me some fucking sleep. Yes, god damn it. And the next thing you know, you hear this son of a bitch knocking on your door, calling your cell phone, talking loud in your room. You hear this person all up in your shit, talking all loud. And you're like, fuck. Because your eyes are open now and it's fucking hard to get that position again. And it's freaking hard for you to even deal with the crap again. It's hard. Now you gotta find that crap again. You know how hard that is. And my sister does that. Every single time I get that spot and I'm about to sleep, boy, I'm feeling it, man. You know what? She said she talks loud as fuck. She don't know when to stop. And I wake up and I'm like, really? Really, bro? You gonna do this to me, man? Do you know how hard it is to get sleep, bro? And find a position where your body don't hurt as much? And then you finally relaxed and you getting that sleep and you gonna come in here with that loud shit? This is what I'm talking about. Or Christmas. Guys, I can't prepare my own food anymore. I used to love to cook. I used to love to prepare my food for my kids and prepare food. And because since the sickness hit me, I'm unable to do so. So a lot of times I may be able to fix a sandwich or so, but sometimes I can't do that. So I'm thinking that maybe somebody be nice enough to leave me some leftovers for today. Oh hell no. I go in the refrigerator. I look in there, my mouth watering. I'm like, hopefully somebody was nice enough to leave me some food. You know those jackasses didn't leave me anything. They didn't even think to leave me a drop of food. So I could just warm up and go lay back down. Do you know how hard it is to get out of a bed in seated position when you're in so much pain? It's hard. And it's like, okay, now I have to fix the sandwich. Now I have to do this. It's like people have no regard for our feelings. They have no regard for how we feel. They don't give two shits about what rest we get. They could care less that we cannot prepare a simple meal. They don't give a shit about anything. And what I'm saying is, guys, that maybe we need to band together and start to find different ways to overcome this shit. And I think the more and more we do that and we find different ways to be comfortable as possible, maybe it's a certain lift you can get, or a pillow, or you have a hobby, you have something you like to do. Maybe you like to read. Well, I can't read anymore, but certain things that you like to do to pass the time. And like I said, I'm fed up to people treating me like crap. I'm just fed up, with people looking at my illness like it's shit. I'm tired, of people not caring about how I feel. I'm tired of constantly defending myself and my illnesses. I'm sick of trying to explain to people why I'm in a wheelchair, or why I need adequate rest, or why I have special foods that I can eat and I cannot digest some of the foods that they eat. And it's like, no one fucking cares. I come on YouTube for a reason, because I'm just giving you accounts of what I go through. And hopefully, I touch the hearts of people that go through it too. I go through a lot of shit, go through a lot of things, I go through a lot. And you know what the sad part about it is? We have people out there just like us that want to just tell our story, make a difference. But then you got fools out there that will do stupid crap online, um, do the most vulgar crap, and they get people to engage in that. But we can't tell a person not to tell us, which you don't look sick. We can't even stop a person from saying it. Can't even get, guys, look. think for 2019, we should do a proclamation. I think if you've explained yourself too much or enough, if you told people how you feel too many times, if you get questions about why you're laying in bed, if you constantly keep hearing but you don't look sick, or you have friends that just totally blow you off because you can't hang out anymore, if you're in a relationship to where your partner just doesn't give flying shit about you or they distance themselves, or if you're in a marriage where your husband or your wife just totally distance themselves and you find them doing anything infidelic, let me tell you something. I think we all should do a proclamation and say this: who gives a shit? Go. Walk away. Goodbye. I fucking yos. We don't give a fuck. If you got people saying, but you don't look sick, you tell them, let me say you something, you jackass. You don't look like a fucking moron. But you know what? I was wrong. Go ham. Go off. Because for some reason, people think we're weak, that we don't have voices, or we can't stand up for ourselves. We can't. We're just weaklings. Like, we ain't supposed to stand up for ourselves. We're not supposed to talk back. We're not supposed to fight. Well, I'm sorry, jackasses. We fight every day. You are no exception. For 2019, my disabled brothers and sisters, for 2019, my autoimmune brothers and sisters, it's time to stand up. It's time to speak up. It's time to let these people know you're no longer taking this shit. You have too much to do. You have too much to deal with. And you don't have time for another stupid person coming in and out of your life with this bullcrap. You don't have time for people on social media to keep asking you stupid questions. You don't have time for doctors not to care about how you feel. You shouldn't have to continue to keep repeating yourselves. It's not necessary. So what you do is you say, you know what? I'm fighting something that's bigger than your ass. So guess what? Bounce. Goodbye. Because believe it or not, I have something to fight for. I'm not as miserable as you guys put us as. Because I know, guys, you said some. Oh gosh, you must be going through so much. You must be so miserable. It's because we're in a wheelchair, because we're sick, because we're this, because we have lupus, because we have scleroderma, we have MS, we're miserable all of a sudden. Just because we think we're sick, we're supposed to be automatically miserable, man? God damn it. You think we shouldn't be depressed or angry about being sick, but god damn it, we're not miserable. Yes, we're upset. Yes, we're pissed. Yes, we're angry. Yes, we're depressed. But damn it, we're not miserable. We're people, just like you. We're freaking beings, just like you. We have lives like you. We breathe like you. We shit like you. We brush our teeth like you. We bleed like you. We have warm blood and skin like you. There's nothing different but our limitations. That's the only difference we have, is that we're more limited on things we can and cannot do than you are. So to label us as miserable, to label us as just crippled and no life is absolutely fucked up, and we will not take it anymore. Guys, I tried my best, and I think the problem, with people and understanding my messages. A lot of people say I'm not passionate enough, but damn it, I am now. I've been passionate, and I'm gonna continue to be fucking passionate because I care. God damn it, I give a crap about every single person that's fighting this thing. I give a crap about every single paraplegic. I give a crap about every single person with lupus or any other autoimmune disease, motherfuckers. I give a crap about anybody that has to continue to see specialists after specialists. Damn it, I give a crap about all of us that have to fight fucking tooth and nail for disability benefits. I feel passionate about anybody that goes through what I go through. It sucks. And we don't need your crap. To anyone able bodied hearing this message, it's for you. We're not miserable. We're strong. We're proud. And we will fight until a cure is available. We're not giving up on that. We just get pissed every now and again. We do. And we have every right to be fucking pissed. How would you like it if a foreign body went inside you and just fucked up shit? That's like someone going into your apartment and just throwing your furniture around after you rearrange it the perfect way. If someone just comes in, trample up your rug with their muddy feet, and just throw your crap everywhere. That's how we feel when we were invaded by these antibodies. 1 minute we're this, 1 minute we're sick. How would you feel? And I think that's the whole gist of this. And every time I come on here, I have that viewer. I see you, sweetie. And you make what I do important and special. I can't see who you are, but I do see you there. And that in itself makes me feel enlightened and energetic. And like, we have a voice, and I have a voice. And it feels really good. I'd rather have someone sit here and know what I'm going through and listen to me and listen to anyone like us than to have someone come in, oh, she ain't shaking no ass, or she's not showing those tits, or she's not twerking, or she's not doing prank videos, or she's not doing this and that. So we don't have a time to look. But you know what? Those can go. Those people can go. I could care less. Yeah, go to the channel that suits you the best. It's not for you. And you know what? That's the sad part. Because, guys, if we don't band together and let people know that this is some serious shit, no one will ever get it. If we don't band together and tell people how fucked up this is, then they'll never know. If we don't band together and let people know that there's so many of us out here, we will never be seen. You know they call our diseases the invisible disease, but damn it, let's start making it visible. Let's not call it invisible anymore. Let's make it visible. I want everybody to see what it is and what it's like to have it. We want to show them that this is real and it can happen to anyone. You know, even though we don't want it to happen to anyone, but it's possible that it can. As long as you're a human being and you carrying life, carrying cells, and you have cells in your body, tissues, muscle, you have that, dude, you could get an autoimmune disease as quick as it came. You could get it like anybody else. And I try to educate people on getting the right blood work done. I try to educate people on making sure their checkups, they're getting the right procedures done, and they're being doing their due diligence so this won't happen. And even if they do have it, they can catch it early so they could be treated. In my case, guys, sadly, I was misdiagnosed, underdiagnosed, ignored. No one will hear me. And as the years rolled on, it took over. And that's the reason for this YouTube channel. That's the reason for Miss Dazzy Speaks. Because I don't want anyone to be in my position. I don't want anyone to have to go through the amount of suffering that I had to go through. I don't want it to be too late for anyone out there. And that's the reason why I go hard for my channel. And that's the reason why I'm passionate about this. That's why I say beyond frustrated, because I'm frustrated at the fact that people just don't fucking get it. When you feel like giving up? Yes, we do. How to overcome it? By not. Have your little moment, have a cry, have some wine, beer, whatever tickles your fancy. But don't give up. Don't let it do that to you. Of course, you're going to have your moment. We all do. We're going to have that moment where we just want to just throw shit, break glass, scream loud. But you know what, baby? It's not going to solve anything. We need you. We need to stand together and we need to show people that this is real, it happens, and that we're strong. And I think by combining all the autoimmune diseases and the people who have them, it could build a better force. It can strengthen us by numbers. And it will make it possible for us to complete that goal and stop all those questions that we get and make our families, our friends, and our community to see that what we deal with is not a joke. And yes, I do give up. Sometimes I want to just throw my hands up and say, screw everything. But you know what? I don't. Because I look at you, my family. I look at the people that watch me. I look at my daughters, my son. I look at everything. I look at me and I say, you know what? I'm here. And while I am here, I'm going to educate and inform. I may curse. Guys, trust me, I try not to. But when you're passionate about something, it just flows out. There's nothing I could do about it. It's like there's something higher that we're trying to obtain. And I think that if we stand up to people like that, we could gain even more strength. Just like we stand up to our disease, damn it, let's stand up to the naysayers and the people that think it's nothing. The people that laugh at our pain. People that look at our disease like, oh, that ain't shit. You don't know that. You have no idea. Because you can run, you can jump, you can do this. You don't have to hear, oh, your heart's worsening, your lungs worsening, you have nephritis. You don't have to hear that shit. Or you can't walk anymore, or you need a wheelchair, a walker, a cane. Your digestive system sucks. You don't have to hear that. The foods, guys, the foods I used to love, I cannot enjoy anymore. I went from enjoying a good slice of New York style pizza to not being able to bite into one. Do you guys know that I just had 2 teeth extracted because of this disease? 2. And I have to have 2 more extracted. You know how expensive that is? Like I said, guys, you have a voice, you have a purpose, you have a meaning. And it's okay to be frustrated, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to cry. But one thing you don't do is let them win. If you're not letting your disease win, damn it, you're not letting your disability win, damn it. Don't let these stupid assholes win either. And in 2019, you show them that you're strong and that you can overcome any goddamn thing. It doesn't matter. If a doctor tells you something, damn it, say, okay, fine. That's just one more thing I have to fight then. If they tell you, well, this is getting worse, okay then, god damn it. This just be another thing on my list that I have ass I gotta kick. Another ass on my list that I have to kick. That's it. Just put more ass on my list. That's all you're doing. My foot is ready and aimed. God damn it. Whatever it is, I'm going to kick it straight in the ass. And then the nuts, if they have some. That's how we have to be, guys. I did want to give up this weekend. I did want to just, I don't know what I was feeling. I don't know what it was. I cried a lot this entire week. I wept, I yelled, got really, really depressed. Right now, I'm really, really, really weak and really sick. But you know what? I wanted to speak to you guys and show you in its form that even though you're sick, you still have a voice, and that it's never too late to fight. It's never too late. You guys, I do give a damn. I do. And I don't want my channel to be disgraced. And I don't want people to come in here even after I'm gone saying she was such a sweet girl. How the fuck do you know? You never took the time to learn about me and what my purpose was. And my purpose is this channel. It's my project, the Hope Reigns project. It's my Twitter. It's everything I use to get the word out that autoimmune diseases, even though you call it invisible, is very visible to us. Because you don't understand it, we do. Because we're the ones going through it. I want people to look at it differently, and I want people to take it seriously. Because we're losing a lot of warriors out here because of misunderstandings and misdiagnoses. And I'm going to dabble into that too. Right now, guys, what I'm doing is getting my data together about misdiagnosis and why it takes so long for these doctors to find out why, find out what we have. And the sad part about it is that it's too late for a lot of us, like me. Um, from what they say, I've been carrying this disease or diseases for a long time. And it was unfortunate that it came to this, to where I'm bound to a wheelchair and on oxygen, and I'm losing the ability to use my arms and legs, and I'm losing my sight as well as my hearing. In my left ear, really really bad. My right ear, it's not bad, but it's not good either. Um, and I forgot about the polymyositis. I have that too, and I have blood disorders where transfusions might be in the works. So I think um, I know you guys are like, "Well, damn, girl, you gonna get a break or what?" I'm asking myself the same thing. I don't know, but I'm gonna use every bit of it for you guys. I'm gonna use every bit of information I can find, everything I can find on the internet to help you. I would. How do you guys can look out for doctors that scam you? Oh yeah, they can scam you. You guys can start taking a look at your bills, your medical bills. Have questions about that? You can definitely ask me. Um, I want to make sure you guys are prepared with your armor so that you can ward off attacks from all sides. And if it takes every bit of every bit of blood and breath out of my body to get that message across, I will do it. I'm not like these other YouTubers. I'm not like that. I have a heart, and even though it's big, literally, I still find the need to want to help anybody that needs it. And I'm using this platform to help you guys, so you won't have to go through what I go through, and any of your loved ones that has it don't have to. And even my videos in the future helps anybody that feels bad about their bodies and they feel something's off and that something's not right. God damn it, look into it. Don't let these doctors tell you there's nothing wrong. If you feel there's something wrong in your body, you have every right to check into it. And you have every right to advocate and fight for it. Because at the end of the day, guys, it's your body and it's your health and it's your damn life. Nobody can run it for you and nobody will die for you. You gotta, guys, you gotta remember that. You gotta remember that. I do. And I know you guys hear it in my voice. Not as energetic as I usually am. It's because I'm getting my butt kicked over here. But if anything comes out of this, I want you guys to always remember there is strength in numbers and that you're not alone and that you will beat this. And I'm right there with you, fighting with you. I'm putting my face out there. I'm putting it all out there. And there's a lot of doctors right now, guys, that don't like me because I'm telling the truth and I'm exposing them. Because when they're out for the dollar, we're fighting for our lives. What's more important, their paycheck or your life? And I don't care if I expose them or not, they're wrong. Because I don't think a doctor should have the power to have your life in their hands and you have to believe every word they say. And I'm telling you guys, if it don't sound right, speak up. If you, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna leave you with this. Do you guys know that you have the legal right to have every bit of your medical records down to the notes the doctor writes about you? Yep. They cannot keep that from you. It's against the law. It's all in the American Disability Act. They cannot withhold any medical information, notes, test results, nothing from you. They have to send it. They have to give it to you. Even when you guys leave your doctor's office, you can request a walkout receipt with any medical results they just discussed with you. You guys can ask for that in writing. Yep. Do you guys know I have every bit of my medical records? I even have CDs of CAT scans and everything. They cannot keep that from you. And trust me, they try. Oh, they try. But you know what? You can request it. It could be in writing or you can simply pick up the phone and call. Now, they may charge you for each page, fine. But at least you have it. Because I found a lot of discrepancies in my results. It didn't match up to what the doctor said. That's why I say it's very important for you guys to get that. I think that's going to be my next show. Once I feel better, well, I'm not going to say feel better. Once I don't feel as bad as I feel right now, I'm going to do a show about how important it is to have your medical documentation in writing and how important it is to request your records from your doctor and the hospital you visit. It's very important. So on that note, guys, I'm going to call it a night. And I may be back to do that show, but before I do, I want to gather as much information I possibly can. I want to pull up some law in regards to that, so you guys can see that what I'm telling you is absolutely 100% true, and that if you have to print it out, I'll probably give some links, guys, to these resources, so that if your doctor pulls that, oh, we can't disclose that. Yes, you can. Don't tell me that. Because they can get in big trouble holding that back from you. So, guys, on that note, I'm going to try and rest and try and rest. And I'll see you guys next time. Again, you're fighting something. that's bigger than anyone opposes. Good night.